I, 27F, invaded my boyfriend's, 29M, privacy. But discovered something I wasn't expecting. So, my boyfriend and I have been in a 16-month committed relationship. He was everything I could ask for. Always so caring and considerate. His extrovertedness complemented my introvertedness well. He's originally from another city but moved in with me to my apartment 8 months ago. He started going to a community college to pursue a career like mine in the medical field. I lived by myself for a few years before then, and looking back I'm not sure how I did it. Now I can't imagine a life without him. Things really were going well for us. Well, me just being me. There's been a couple instances where I've looked through his phone without him knowing. Pretty ashamed about it in that I invaded his privacy. But at the same time, I wouldn't have minded him looking through my phone. Why would he tell me the pin to his phone if he didn't want me to ever look through it? Anyway, the first time looking through his phone several months ago, I didn't see anything questionable and left it at that. However, here recently, I've had some concern that he may be watching porn. Not that that would be a deal breaker for me, but I was more so just curious to see if I could find out if he was. I didn't even make it that far. So, a couple things I noticed. He had not one, but 2 different girls' text conversations on his phone from within the past 3 days. Not sure who they are, but both times it was him initiating the conversation, followed by him thanking her for having lunch with him. For one, he said that he, low-key, wished they would have kicked it earlier in the semester, since the semester is almost over. They both also thanked him for paying. Perhaps not too much of a red flag, paying for college students' meals being an older man. But he failed to mention to me that he had lunch with those women, paid for their lunch, and got their phone numbers. I could be overthinking this one, but doesn't that seem suspicious? I thought I was overreacting and was just gonna brush it off. But something compelled me to check his Snapchat. I immediately saw he had a 59-day streak with yet another woman that I don't know. I opened the conversation. He has been actively saving numerous videos of her that she has been sending him. Not the most innocent either. Some of her showing an excessive amount of cleavage, biting her lip, posing in front of a mirror with just a shirt and panties on, etc. I am hurt. I feel so betrayed. I don't believe she is a student attending the college. I believe he may have met her online because I saw a couple messages of her telling him to get on the game. I ended up finding her Instagram and found out she is from another state. Several states over from where we are. I need to confront him about it when he gets home from work. But I'm not sure how because I invaded his privacy. I am especially hurt because since he has become a college student, I have been the one dealing with expenses and bills since we moved in together, trying to make life as easy as possible for him so he can focus on his studies. I even helped to pay for his classes before. This is how he repays me. I'm not sure if this is worth breaking up over. Too long did not read. My boyfriend has Seuss things on his phone that I snooped in. Most Seuss thing being provocative videos a woman sends him. How do you feel about phone snooping? How do I confront him considering I was snooping? Is this worth breaking up over? Hey, hun, I did something that will make you unhappy. It turns out you did too. You are allowing me to support you while you date other girls on my dime and while you have a weeks-long streak getting inappropriate pics from another girl. I'm no longer comfortable doing that. Find a new place to live by June 1st. And done. Your dude is cheating and having you pay for his living expenses. Kick this hobo to the curb. He is cheating. He is using you. What are you waiting for? He is not going to change. He will gaslight you. Okay, so he's a 30-year-old dude creeping on college students and cheating on you. There is literally nothing redeemable about this gross loser. He's openly dating other women while living in your apartment. Seriously, get some standards. The relationship is clearly over. It doesn't matter that you snooped on him at this point. Tell him to pack his shit and get out. You could also not tell him you looked and just say you know what he is doing. And if he denies it, tell him her gut is right and just say, let me see her phone, maybe THD could help. But you could also be honest and tell him you did if you want to break up with him because he is cleverly using you financially while actively cheating on with not one but multiple. He has no love for you, it seems as hard as it sounds. I, 23 female, can't understand why my boyfriend, 28 male, might be lying about this. I, 23 female, have been asking my boyfriend, 28 male, for oral sex for the entirety of our relationship, 3 years. I have great hygiene, keep it short down there, my preference, and I've shown a lot of patience and understanding. At first he said it was nervousness, then it's because his jaw not being strong enough. He said multiple times it's not because of me, that he wants to and he will. But he never does, and at this point it's become an insecurity of mine because this has been drawn out for so long. I love to give oral sex but also want to receive it. I think it's very romantic and intimate on a deeper level. I don't understand why he would tell me he wants to, and then after the conversation is over it's never addressed again until I ask about it weeks later. I guess I'm asking people who have experienced this on either side of this scenario what could be going on. What's going on is that he doesn't want to go down on you and he isn't going to do it. So you can choose if you want to stay with him and not receive something that's important to you, or leave and find someone else that you're compatible with. Not eating you out for 3 years is crazy. Some guys don't do it, for whatever reason that may be, while other guys will literally beg you to let them do it to you multiple times a day for as long as they want, you can stand. I suggest you find the second kind of guy. It's crazy to me. Do men think dick tastes good? I mean, it doesn't taste bad, but it isn't a 5-star dinner. Our jaws hurt, our necks hurt. Sometimes we don't feel like doing it or we might not even like it, but many of us still give our men head. Emo, he's selfish. He could have told you that eating pussy isn't something he enjoys from the start. Taking that long would have me wondering if my pussy was ugly or if I smelled or a million other reasons. All stuff that never would have hypothetically ever entered my mind if he had been upfront. If he's not done it in 3 years, he's not going to do it. He doesn't want to, so we'll keep finding excuses. He has never gone down on you? In 3 years? This may have gone too far. If he has been lying and just will not eat your pussy ever, what are you going to do? This would have been a deal breaker the first time I had sex with my GF. I love her and she loves me, but I do not think she would be with me if I didn't eat pussy. Stop giving him oral, then. I am 36. Can't forgive my wife, F35, again. Too long did not read. I have an issue with my wife who, I think, is stuck in her past and keeps going back to exes. We started dating in 2022. Incident 1. On October 29, 2022, while we were enjoying a movie night on the couch, she received a call from a guy. She picked up the phone while trying to get out of the room in hurry, said a few words and hung up. I asked who he was and she said an old friend. He was drunk, he was inappropriate. I started asking what type of friend he is that I don't know. Just calling you and being inappropriate, and she said an old ex number 1. That calls her every 6 Malio and doesn't matter. I slept on it and in the morning I called her to talk about it more and I said that it's not cool to have people, specifically exes, around that can let themselves call you and being inappropriate knowing you're in a serious relationship. After fighting for a day, she said that it was nothing. He even texted and apologized. She's going to handle it and she's going to block him. During Charisma's time, I proposed and she said yes. We're engaged. Incident 2. In January 2023, I've realized that she's been getting 20-25 messages every day from her ex number 2, which was pretty weird and I was not happy about it. I brow it up and told her that I'm not okay with that and it's weird to me. She fought on that with me for about a month that I'm trying to control her and it's not weird until I told her that I personally can't be okay anymore, so I'll be out of this relationship if she continues having this weird relationship with her ex, and I cannot continue with her if she continues any sort of relationship with her ex. Even if her ex calls her and she answers, to me that would be the end of our relationship. She accepted after a fight and told her ex to disconnect. After a week, I realized that she hasn't blocked her ex, although she told me she has, and just unfollowed him. That was another fight since she lied to me and she pretended that she doesn't know the difference between unfollowing and blocking. Finally she blocked him. Incident 3. In June 2023, we were drinking wine, taking a bath together. Somehow she brought up the incident number 1. She said that she's sad about how she handled it and she probably has broken ex number 1's heart by the way she messaged him and feels bad about that, and he was an innocent person. I do not know or remember how the conversation started. It was super weird for me hearing that BCS. I remember at that time she said she messaged him and blocked him right away. I asked her to check her message and his message and she resisted. Finally she agreed to show me the final messages. I opened the messages and she basically blamed me in her message that my boyfriend was mad BCS of your call and we can't continue. Bye? There was no message from him whatsoever. I scrolled up to see if there's anything on top of that message and saw long and frequent messages of ex number 1, every week per month, telling her how much he loves her, how much he wants to marry her, etc. Not just his messages, but she was texting back as well, engaging but trying to keep it just friendly. I scrolled up even further, saw their messages right after we started dating to see that kind of she was asking him for permission to have a relationship with me. And he was really mad at her BCS. She wants to be in a relationship. More questions on my side. In our relationship, we had defined our boundaries and definition of cheating, and we agreed that cheating is not just sleeping with someone, and if you let someone pursue something inappropriate, it would be considered cheating too. E.g., if you know someone is inappropriate with you and you enjoy it and let them continue. I brought up the messages, asked to clarify what the fuck I'm seeing. She said that this ex number 1 used to be a FWB for 3 years before we started dating and they had an ugly relationship that she can't explain. To me it was a deal breaker and I called the engagement knowing that she lived with me for that entire time. receiving romantic and sexual messages from this ex number 1 FWB and didn't think it was inappropriate or end it. On top of that, even lying to me and defending him after ending that relationship. At that time, we were seeing a couple counselor to prepare for the marriage. I agreed to go to another counseling with her. The counselor told her that she has stuck in her past and that is a big problem. After being away from each other for a week, she came and apologized and cried and asked for forgiveness and said she knows she has problems and she'll work on them and I forgave her. Incident 4. A couple of months after that, we were browsing her Facebook together. She wanted to search something, clicked on the search bar, and I saw that she had recently searched the name of an ex number 3. I asked why she has searched that person. She said she was just curious to know what he's doing. We argued and I told her that I don't like this behavior of stalking exes and to me, it's inappropriate weeks before the wedding. Took us a couple of days of fight to get it sorted, agreeing that we'll not do such a thing. We got married. Right after marriage, she got pregnant. We have a 1-yo baby. Incident 5. Life has become hard with a baby. We have moved to another estate. We have a lot of issues. Constant fights BCS of parenting, job-related, stress, everything. We were too shaky. She mentioned divorce 3 times in our fights. Then I mentioned divorce a couple of times after that too. We agreed to see a couple therapist again. Didn't help. We agreed that we either need to fix it or separate. We agreed to push one more time, trying to fake it, trying to be as much lovely as possible regardless of our previous fights. We agreed to have daily check-ins to talk and slowly dig into our issues. 4 days passed, we were doing fine and I saw hope from both of us to rebuild. Day 5, I saw a message from her friend on her phone. I saw, divorce, she wasn't around. I checked her phone for the first time after getting married, trying to see what this friend says about divorce. The friend was helping her to find a lawyer. Probably before our agreement to push one more time. Still I'm not happy about it. I saw the friend ask to delete the messages to be safe. I opened her deleted messages. Saw a few messages from her other friend that was deleted 20 days ago. I recovered those messages. 20 days ago, she messaged her friend, "Can you do me a favor? What do you need? Go and stalk someone's IG for me. The name is X number 2, wanna know what he's doing. KK give me 2 million. Screenshot of X number 2's IG. Haha he's still married, I like this part of you winking face, okay thank you." It hurt. It brought up all other incidents. It made me think that she's still stuck in her past, being married, having a baby. It made me think that she was fantasizing her future post-divorce. It's too much for me. We were trying to do our very last shot to recover this marriage and it hits me hard, losing my last energy. I talked with my therapist and made my decision to end this marriage BCS. I don't have any hope or energy left. I cannot have another fight. I cannot just ignore or forgive or consider it just being careless or curious. I talked to her. She said she's sorry but it wasn't a big deal. The same excuses that she had in previous incidents. The same pattern. The same behavior. I can't forgive her. Wanna know your thoughts? I stopped reading after. She fought on that with me for about a month that I'm trying to control her. I am half your age. May I ask you respectfully? Are you stupid? Bro leave, what the fuck is that? It's your wife? Divorce. What will happen if the roles were switched? Fool me once dude. Jesus. Personally, I would DNA testing the kid. None of this there definitely mine bullshit. She could have a type. Go to lawyer. Listen to their advice, follow it, and have protection in place. Your wife sees you as a safe provider, not a desirable partner, and obviously thinks the exes were and still are better than you. Her friends also encourage this behavior. So protect your damn self, and if the kid is yours, protect them also. I think she showed you what she was about early on. She keeps showing you who she is through her behavior but you are not believing it. You leave, you don't become the martyred victim. Have some respect for yourself. She has a baby. You might have a baby. You need to fully check this out before doing anything else. While you still have ample opportunity and time. Your wife has not fully committed to you in any way, shape or form. She has consistently and persistently engaged in communicating, at the very least, with guys from her past. This is not going to stop. It's not going to get any better. You only get one shot at life on this planet. Why should you have to spend yours as, also ran, to her twat exes? I guarantee that if you pull the plug she will be around you like a bad smell. But, too little, too late. Make all of the arrangements for a very sudden, very clean, break. You can do this. Good luck. As a married person I can't even remember half of my ex's names, and I couldn't care less. She is exhibiting the same behavior over and over again, and you have continued to ignore it over and over again. Stop fighting for something that isn't there. If you meant anything to her, she wouldn't jeopardize her entire relationship with you over some texts with a guy from years ago. Just start your healing journey and focus on your child. My 26F husband, 28M, cheating in games. I, 26F, have been noticing my husband, 28M, play a specific game a lot lately. All along while we've been TGT he's been playing games, so it didn't strike as SMTH weird to me. But lately he's been super addicted to this particular game, and addicted I mean he sleeps at 2/3 every night even if he has to wake up for his 9-5, leave his computer on overnight to let the game run, so if he happens to wake up in the middle of the night he can continue playing, and every waking moment he's on the game. Recently I've been noticing he's talking to this person a lot one-on-one on the game. Initially it was just a, "Oh what's going on in the game," from me, but gradually it's becoming like, "Oh you're with underscore underscore again?" And he'll always refer to the person as him, he, to me. But it was very obvious this was a girl because of the username, the character dressing and the way she typed. One afternoon when he went to shower he left his game on. I saw that he was in this place called underscore underscore s abode. And she was in there too and she was actually chatting with him and talking about her day. Like two of their characters had matching items and clothes just like a couple. Even though the convo was seemingly innocent like just sharing about her day, I feel betrayed. I wonder what they've talked about behind my back. Knowing my husband's character, if I confronted him he'll probably either 1. Brush me off telling me underscore underscore is a guy. 2. Tell me I am thinking too much I am crazy. 3. Ignore me. It's crazy life's tough. Am I tougher though? It's. From the title of the post I thought he was committing bank fraud in a family game of Monopoly. But yeah, he's emotionally cheating on you. You need to address it with him. Sorry. I work with a girl who was having an affair with someone she met on Words with Friends. It's not Sims, it's a real person, so I'd be uncomfortable. Being an avid gamer, I know what it looks like to have a relationship in a game. The responsible thing to do would be talk to him about it, but he OBV may not be truthful and that's a red flag. I myself would just watch and interrupt him to see what he's doing in game and how he's talking. If he's hiding it from you there's OBV something inappropriate happening, whether it's virtual or not. It's def not normal for him to be on 24/7. What game is it? It sounds like he has a in-game girlfriend. Adding on to my post. He'll tell me he's going to bed but IDK if he RMBS he added me on Discord, he's online all the time when I checked, IDK if it's because his computer is on or what, but I thought AFKing will leave Discord as a way. Even if it was a dude you just described what my boyfriend and I do in FF14 lol we match and would sit at our shared house AFK all the time in cute couple poses. If nothing else I tried to at least talk to him, cause I'd be concerned if I was you too.